You mentioned it could sometimes be, you said, do you know that like we're depressed or things like that? Have you ever had a bout with depression around all of this?
Oh, definitely. I think like depression just in general, I think is something so many of us face in so many different ways. Like depression doesn't look one way. And I think for me, like after the fact, right? Like I think that when your integrity is called into question, like for me, there's never a choice, right? Like going back in time, I would do the same thing over again because this is a morality issue and not like a split second decision, you know what I mean? So I don't think I would change anything, but just because you wouldn't change anything doesn't mean the impact of your actions aren't felt, right? And so
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
feel like for me it was like the depression really came out of like doing the right thing, right? Like standing on that, but also being like, okay, now how do I make money? How do I live my life? Things look different for me now. Yeah.
Where do you mentioned your morals and things like that, but if you're faced with this decision of do I stay at this type of job even though I'm starting to get depressed or how I'm dealing with it, what do you do?
That's it's a question, right? I think that I don't know, right? Like I think in my opinion in my life, I was just trying to stay most authentic to me. Right? Like what was the thing that I could do the best? Did I realize at that time that my actions could result in me losing my job and losing my title and all of these things? No. Like of course not. But I kind of didn't think too much at that time. I'm like, I'm just doing what's right. I always lived my life where if anyone from the community was like, let's go into her file. Let's see how she acts, how she's a leader. If everything came out, what type of person do I want to be? Right? Like, and so a lot of times with these like morality issues, right? Like there's audits, there's oversight bodies, there's other things. So at some point, whether it's in this lifetime or the next, like things will come out and how do you want to be remembered? And I think like knowing that it's going to be okay, like almost like knowing that if things break, they were meant to break and you will be fine, I think is the biggest thing. Yeah.
Where does that stem from, or where do you get this conviction that I want to keep doing the right thing, even if there's a consequence to that? Like, where does that stem from?
Yeah. So I moved to New York when I was pretty young. I was just a young person that just really, really cared. And when I was here, I was a counselor on Rikers Island throughout COVID.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I worked in New York City's jail system, and I worked with people who are now sentenced to life and long periods of time that were young people when I met them. Yeah. So for me, doing the right thing with them was always like, it's life or death, right? Like, a lot of people don't have these options. A lot of people don't have the privilege. And for me, it's like, they used to tell me all the time, like, you're one person. Like, you're not going to change the whole jail system. But it's like, but I'm going to get you a blanket today.